Do you have enough of the opposite sex's characteristics in you to say that you truly understand the opposite sex? Welcome to the Let Us Become Sharper / TNS podcast. We are back again. And, you've been waiting for us. We're hoping that you've been waiting for us because we've definitely been waiting to see you, talk to you. My name is CJ. The podcast, the title, Let Us Become Sharper, is based on the business CJ Clippers LLC, which is a sacred business of the beauty and barber industry. The title, TNS, Thursday Night Society, where dreams come true. We have based this podcast on business.
And we're doing a back-to-school block party giveaway. We're giving away book bags, school supplies, free haircuts. We got women doing, nails and stylists doing hairdressing for girls, just helping the families out in the community out, doing something, giving away, less on them.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Troy called me, said he wanted to go back on the show. He got the flyer, I believe, that the event is Sunday. We're holding that from, if I'm not mistaken, from 3 to 7. From 3 to 7, yes, that's August the 25th, the event. It's going to be lively. It's going to be at the My Suites up there on 13 and South. It's going to be worth your while to come out and support, back to school. Education is important, and the sponsorship, something that we all care about, is education. And Troy, that's what he's all about. This is his 7th annual. We are going to move right next to Troy and introduce Miss Lanice. Tell them about your podcast and let them know something about yourself.
I have a podcast. It's called Sisters with Opinions. I think everybody should have their own opinion, their own thought process regarding relationships. So our goal is to help and heal somebody.
Okay. Well, it's a pleasure to have you here on the panel today.
Mark Watts from Boys to Men Youth Mentoring Program. I'm the president of Boys to Men. We were founded in 2018, and I've been partnering up with Troy for years on a lot of events, and this is a great event. As every year is always wonderful. So
beautiful. So as you can see, we have beautiful people here on our panel. We have people of significance. We have people who are moving and shaking out here in society. They are taking care of business. We are taking care of business. And on this podcast, Let Us Become Sharper. That's the goal. Becoming sharper. We're becoming sharper mentally. We're becoming sharper physically. We're becoming sharper from a business standpoint. And we are definitely here to present a great show to you today. They asked me, what was the episode going to be about? What was the topic? I'm going to throw a curveball at them. Since we have a panel today, since we have a panel here today of such nice people, such great people, I want to ask them a question. Let's get straight to it. When we do these topics, you got to remember that they're birthed and based from real life scenarios. Okay. Now, when you come on this podcast, I don't give you no time to prep. I don't want to prep. You don't want no prep. Well, let's get to it. The topic.
Prep becomes
That's right. The topic. Do you have enough of the opposite sex's characteristics in you to say that you truly understand the opposite sex? Now I'm gonna run that by you one more time because I know I can't. I know I just can't. I know I'm talking about a curveball. But that's Let Us Become Sharper. That's the nature of this podcast. Is what we do. Troy knows I'm all about having. That's why he invited me to his event, because he know if you set the microphone up, I'm gonna take y'all there. So let's rewind. Let's go back. Do you have enough of the opposite sex's characteristics in you to say that you truly understand the opposite sex? Troy, since you're sitting here right in front of me and this is your event,
I don't want to go.
Start it off. Let's go. Let's go first. Come on, big dog. Let's do it.
I mean, because no, I don't understand. I'm gonna tell you right now.
It ain't optional. Do you understand women?
No.
Why not?
They're very complex.
How so? Elaborate.
A lot of times I feel women deal with emotions and feelings, and they don't express themselves or communicate in ways to be understood, and it's very combative.
Oh,
You know,
heard that?
Oh.
It's combative.
well, you know, I mean, because it's
Oh.
not. Yo, it's a big
Oh.
it's this. It's this.
What's that?
It's always a fight. It's always a.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, from just my perspective.
We just gonna
You
talk
let
on
him
it.
put you in the trick bag.
We just gonna talk on
Well,
this.
I'm
See what I mean by
They
curve
got
ball?
the-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I know they gonna love it on this show.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, because I feel that, you know, at one point you can act like I think you understand, and then another point you don't. So I mean, I'll be confused.
You sound confused. You sound confused.
His nerves are bad over here.
my
People, when
nerves
you come on this show,
My nerves
Nerves are bad.
they don't book me for nothing. They don't book me for nothing. Do you understand the opposite sex? Do you have enough characteristics in you to say that you understand?
I do to a degree. You know, I don't think fully.
So we like definite answers around here. So the
Well,
answer is yes or
no.
no. No. We got one on the panel for no. Now, as we promoting our events, as we promoting our podcast, our goals in business, we also got to remember to keep in line with the podcast world with great topics and great content. Troy says that he does not have enough of the character. He does not understand women. He does not have enough of the characteristics in him to say that he truly understands the opposite sex. We got one for no. We keep a tally on this board. Troy is at a no. Nah, Troy, you sit there and you bask and you meditate on that topic. And we gonna slide, because she heard some of the things you said. We gonna slide right over to your left.
Interesting.
It's my turn.
It's your turn.
It's hot in here, ain't it?
It's your turn. It's your turn. We want to know, do you have enough characteristics of the opposite sex
I
in
believe
you
I do.
to say that you truly understand the opposite sex? Let's hear it right now.
I'm gonna tell you why. I side with men a lot because I always want to learn a man's thought process. He didn't give me his thought process when you asked him that question.
Yeah, because you tripped him up a little bit when he said combative, and I heard it too. But it was just you felt it, but I heard it. I said, "Oh, women are combative." You say.
I think men need to take the extra step to kind of learn a woman, and that's where I think they fall short. They don't try to learn a woman. They go for the physical instead of the mental, and we're mental. So that's what you need to attack first.
Okay. So giving an outline and giving a description of women, but do you feel that you understand men enough?
I do.
You do?
I understand men because you all are not communicators. You think you are, but you're not. Oh. You're a communicator?
Yes.
You are? When you
I
think
love communication.
you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to.
You
She
do.
she's voicing. She's laying her
Yes.
game.
And I
she's
may be
voicing.
wrong, but I interview.
No,
a
it's
lot
your
of
opinion. You
men.
can't be wrong
Yeah.
about your opinion.
Yeah.
So let's be clear. We got one here. Troy is at a no. And as we come to you, you saying that yes, you do understand the
I
opposite
do.
sex.
I try to. I ask men questions all the time because their thought process, y'all thought process is totally different than ours.
It is.
It
Okay,
is, and it's okay.
Okay, but you understand us.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I
Well, men
love
and women supposed to
understanding
be
y'all.
different anyway, right?
Mhm.
We have one for no as we move on the podcast. Let us become sharper. And we have one for yes, stating that you understand the opposite sex. You understand
Y'all
men.
think different than us.
So you understand that.
Yep.
Okay. The panel is moving right along. This is like a train. We're going right on around here. Now, some things were said that I don't know, it just raised the eyebrow when you made some statements about how we're not communicators and just some of the things that your opinions. So now we're gonna swing right here to my right, and we want to ask the question: do you feel that you have enough of the opposite sex characteristics
Yes,
to
I
say
do.
that you truly understand the opposite sex?
Okay.
Let's hear it.
I go with yes because I just celebrated 17 years of marriage on Sunday.
Congratulations.
That's becoming sharper. That's becoming sharper. That's becoming sharper.
And she's
we love that.
So to be able to communicate with somebody for 17 years, first of all, it's certain things, it's battles that you fight and it's battles
You don't fight.
that you leave alone.
You pick your battles.
You have to pick your battles. You have to choose your words wisely, and you got to respect boundaries. One thing my wife and I did, we set our boundaries in the beginning. We each knew what was off limits. I knew what she wasn't having, and she knew what I wasn't having.
Right.
And we have both maintained that respect for 17 years with that. And that has caused us to have a very healthy relationship. Is it things that we don't agree on? Hell yeah.
Because you're two different people.
But, however, we make it work because we respect each other.
That's right.
And you know, so 17 years, I got here for a reason.
Yeah. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
That's a good answer. He came in boldly. We got him at a yes. So you understand the opposite sex. He understands the opposite sex. Troy, you do not understand.
Help me understand
the opposite sex. They're helping you right now. You're becoming sharper right now. The name of this podcast is Let Us Become Sharper. Now let's just rewind for a minute. Let Us Become Sharper was based off the barber career like Troy's barber, my barber career, very, very long time. But once you go so far in a certain area, in a certain trade or profession, you have to expand. This is just nothing but the extension of barbershop talk in a podcast form. And I am the one who's going to throw totally left field. I'm going to throw a topic at you that you never saw coming, that you never would think of, but that's just how the nature of the podcast. So keeping in with the tally, Troy said he had a no. So we 2-1 of a 4-person panel. Troy, you don't understand opposite sex?
I'm learning, man.
You're gonna learn. You in the learning phase,
I'm in
right?
the learning
Okay,
phase.
okay. And there's nothing wrong with learning because that's also part of becoming sharper. So leaving me, do you have enough characteristics of you to say that you truly understand the opposite sex?
And your answer is?
And my answer is definitely. I understand women like the back of my hand.
Let me see the back of
I understand women like the back of my hand.
Do tell.
I understand. I have enough. I have studied women. I have studied females enough and long enough to honestly say that I understand everything it is to be known about a woman. I got so much confidence in saying that. I got so much confidence in saying that. I did 10 years in the joint, married, and I've also done 10 years long-term relationship. That's 20 years. And from my dealings and from my experiences, just being in a relationship and also being in the world, I have gathered enough information where I understand women, and I understand them to a level where I can honestly answer with a yes. I myself have enough characteristics in me that I can identify with the woman. That's how I knew that was a trigger, what you said. As soon as you said combative, I went just like this. I already knew that was going to be a problem because I understand the characteristics of the women. They don't like to be told that they're combative. They don't like to be told anything. You don't tell them. You don't tell her. You talk to her and you ask her, and then she'll respond, and then you have her respond like professionals. That's how you talk to women.
True.
You don't make blanket statements, bold statements like you just did.
Well, it wasn't blankable because maybe it's just my experience. Maybe it's my experience.
He took it there.
Maybe it's my experience.
Maybe that's your own personal experience.
My own personal. But you asked me the question.
And it's nothing wrong.
And he wasn't ready for the curveball.
He wasn't ready. Trust me, nobody was. And I wasn't ready for it. And I will say to you, it's just asking, do you have enough? So obviously, just from what you've been dealing with, it hasn't got to enough. I've had enough.
Well, the thing is, like, I'm a communicator. And I like to understand it and know what it is.
That's good.
And if you're not, I don't know. So if you're not communicating and I don't understand, it's confusing. And then when you emotionally do things different, that's confusing.
Yeah.
And I don't understand.
Yeah.
You know, so
dealing with women can leave you confused.
yes, and I'll be confused.
Yeah.
So I'm in the learning process.
You in the learning process.
Yes.
You in the learning process. Yeah, I got it down to a science, man. I know, you know, the women, I'm just talking about some, let's just imagine we on a field trip. Like we left from here today, added some more people and just went on a trip. I would get through that trip scot-free without any hiccups, too much of a debate, any arguments, because I know how to listen. One thing you have to do when you're dealing with a woman is you have to listen. That's what you have to do. Even if you don't want to.
I understand that.
I'm not going to sit here so cavalierly and say that I'm the master. It took me, I'll say, maybe more than 2/3 of my life to learn how to listen, but it's not about learning how to listen. It's about learning the significance and the importance of listening. Once you know why you're listening, then you'll begin to listen. It's no different than a little kid. You don't want to discipline a child. Nobody does. But you understand more so than the child of why I have to discipline you. You have to stop this today for something that might happen tomorrow. So we have to discipline. We have to make sure that we lay a strong foundation and structure for our loved ones. Same thing with the woman. When you're talking to that woman, you got to listen, man. You got to know how to sit back and just listen. And she gonna tell you everything you need to know.
Then you have a choice, right?
But then you had to process what she said.
Well, yeah,
you got to most definitely you get to that. Then you got to get an understanding of what she really saying. Then you got to know how to read between the lines. For example, one time we was at a party, a little festivity, and the young lady told me, I asked her, did she want some papaya juice? And she said, I don't drink. I don't do that. I don't like the papaya juice. Boom, boom, boom. I said, okay, no problem. So when I sent my partner to the store, I said, get a cranberry juice, a lime juice, and a papaya juice. Now I don't want that. Soon as the papaya juice touched down, guess what? She splashed papaya juice. My man looking, how did you know that? I said, because I have enough characteristics in me to understand the opposite sex.
Okay.
And that's what he had. So we piggybacking off of that. So that was a topic I wanted to throw out there. I'm glad that we got smiles on faces. That's the goal. That's one of my personal goals outside of microphones and headphones and studios. A personal goal of mine is to put smiles on faces. That's just something that I want to do. My reputation is 25 feet tall. So when I finally show up, I want to show up with something tangible, also something that you can enjoy, something you can relate to, and something that ultimately puts a smile on your face. So that topic went over great. The panel went 3-1. And that's where
1-3. Only female.
Yeah, it went for it to go 1-3, it still went 3-1. So that's a mathematical, right? So 360 degrees makes circumference. So we get back at Troy. He's adamant about his event on the 25th. I'm glad that everybody got their chance to introduce themselves and let the world know what they do. We airing this. It's going to be on YouTube. We airing this. Y'all got live. We're going to stream this, and we have comments. People can call in and check in. But yeah, I want y'all to go back on that topic. Do you have the characteristics of the opposite sex in you enough to be able to say that you understand the opposite sex? Troy gonna tell, bro, and we all learning. We all learn. So Troy's not in the basket by himself. I'm learning too. To our supporters, all cash is verified. What that means is anything coming in or anything going out is verified. There were instances in my life where I spent my money and it wasn't acknowledged. That's one of the pet peeves that I have. I cannot stand when I put my money down and you act like I didn't put my money down. I live by the golden rule. I don't reciprocate that type of treatment to anyone where they spend some money with me from a monetary standpoint, and I don't respect that cho. I'm from the D, so y'all know what cho mean. Cho mean money. That cho, respect my cho. So when I come on this podcast and I come on every time my supporters, I'm talking about my supporters in business as well as my personal supporters, all cash is verified. We like to verify the money that we got coming in and the money that we got going out because it helps me to do this podcast. I don't sit up here and perpetrate like I just do this by myself. I have people that help me do this, and it's a great thing. So I like to acknowledge those people. So Troy, I want to swing back to you. Get them some more tidbits about your shop, So Fresh and So Clean Barbershop. Outside of the event, we also got to remember that you got to support Troy as a barber They need to know your hours. Yeah, we going there.
Yeah.
We gonna take it
Yeah,
there.
let's say
Yeah,
that.
what we on the air for?
Oh,
Troy,
yeah,
let
yeah,
them know
yeah.
what you do.
Oh,
We
man.
getting an occupation now.
I mean, we can talk about grooming.
Let's talk about it. Talk
all
about
day
it.
long,
Tell them something about it.
And the one thing that I love about what I do is the building of relationships.
Okay.
You know, and I have really learned to grow and understand that relationships take you farther than any type of monetary gain could
That's
ever
right.
take you.
That's right.
And I'm close knit with people. You know, I love people. I love interacting with people. I love dealing with people. And my business is a service to the community.
That's right.
So me giving back to the community, what I've learned about you get more out of giving than you do receiving. And when me and Mark, Mark, when he started his nonprofit, it was about, and it's crucial at a point with kids from 12 to 17, because that's a crucial, time when they really needed guidance.
Yeah.
And we've done some wonderful things in the barbershop.
That's good.
Podcasts,
That's good.
shop talk, different things with the police department, just different things and different events that's geared for the community.
And once I get 2 or 3, I'm gonna say, when the Ribby's in the system, ain't no telling you that.
CJ, you know about our profession,
Of course.
it's the pillar of the community.
That's right.
It's a place where people come together and it's conversations.
That's right.
And the topics is endless.
That's right.
We talk about and we discuss, everything. And being a barber, a master barber, a groomsman, however, whatever person want to call themselves,
Yep.
The most important thing is how you are with people.
That's right.
Yeah.
Everything is geared for people. So how you are with people, that's what's going to take you far. And I love what I do because it puts me in line with people.
And that's why we got you here today. So now I want to swing next to you. You're too beautiful to be quiet.
Oh, thank you.
Now I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna keep it real. I want you
I'm
to also
observing.
I want you to also to elaborate and tell the the podcast world some things about yourself, some key points.
I got different key points.
Yeah, well, give them the ones that you want to tell.
I don't know. I'm just big on people healing. I am. I'm big on that. Holistically, mentally, spiritually. I'm big on that. Some people don't realize they have trauma bonds, they have childhood bonds, and you just need to heal before you can excel to wherever you're trying to go in life.
That's right. That's right.
So,
Okay, well, I'm glad that you spoke so eloquently. And I want you to add some as well. We did our topic. We put it, we got it in the game, but now let's get down to it. Let's become sharper. Let's get you on there.
Hug boys, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
you gotta put your
I'm
business out.
I'm a man of many hats, but we're gonna talk about Boys to Men today.
That's
Plug
right.
them all in.
That's right. That's right.
Boys to Men is that's my baby. So I've spent my whole life, I raised 3 boys of my own, and this is my way of giving back.
That's
Just
awesome.
sent our baby. We at the beginning of empty nesting. So my youngest just went to U of M.
Oh,
Go Blue.
Bless
We just
him.
got him
bless him.
situated in his dorm.
That's right.
So he'll be there for the next 4 years. He's got a full ride scholarship. So
That's a blessing.
out of my pocket, yes, Lord.
Right, exactly.
I'm trying to pour into as many of the young boys that I can and trying to be a blessing to the community because, as we all know, they need it.
Yes.
Most of these young
Absolutely.
boys
Absolutely.
are the head of the household.
It is.
That's true.
with a single mom,
Mhm.
and some of these kids that I run into and the stories that I get are horrific.
Yeah.
So my goal is, I know I can't reach them all, but everyone that we can get to, we're gonna save as many as we can.
Absolutely.
So that's my mission, and that comes before everything. So
Absolutely.
Boys to Men is my baby.
Absolutely. And they gonna try to date my daughter.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Well, you want them to be sharp.
So
Yeah,
that's
you
what I'm
wanna be
talking
sharp.
about.
Yes, we raising
Mhm.
gentlemen.
Absolutely.
That's what I love about even the just understanding, because I have a 12-year-old son,
Right.
but understand the critical points where
Mhm.
they really need that guidance.
Right.
Yeah.
And like you say, in the world that we live in now, you got those young men are the head of the household. They're the
Absolutely.
men that's holding, because you have women that's single and have these young men just,
Mm.
head of the household.
doing what they do.
And
So-
they have to understand that every young black man is not going to be a rapper or an athlete.
Absolutely.
So
they got to accept.
They got to accept that reality. So
Yeah.
what we try to do is show them different options. Like, they didn't understand, we got a drone piloting class.
Absolutely.
So that they can learn that, hey, I can buy a drone and I can make money with a real estate company, and operating this drone, and now that's a stream of income.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Different things.
options.
We teach them silk screening, how to print their own
That's
shirts,
awesome.
and entrepreneurship. So we show them so many different avenues of making money and different career paths, because everybody isn't meant for college either. So they need to understand trades, photography,
like information technology. That's
exactly.
What I do.
Yeah. Even
You
on down
can't
to
live
cooking,
without it.
we do a junior chef cooking class for them.
Absolutely.
So
that's awesome.
yeah.
Okay, well,
Awesome.
I'm glad that we got everybody opened up here. I'm glad that we are becoming sharper by speaking on the personal entities as well, the personal goals, the personal focus. That's what makes me happy, for the pride, and very prideful to be here with a panel such as delightful as you today. So everybody out there, thanks for tuning in. I want you to do a multitask. I want you to stay safe and stay dangerous at the same time. Now, how do you do so? Figure it out. But that's what you have to do. And also, I want to add something on top, as we've conversed here about the topic, as we've plugged our businesses, as we've outlined what we do individually. I want to just say, let's get to eating a little bit better. Now, I want to take a vow to do so. Let's change the eating habits. Let's improve the eating habits. Let's get healthier with the way that we eat, because you are what you eat, from your head down to your feet. That's an old saying, but it's so true. So we're gonna put a positive energy. This podcast is based on positive energy. No negative vibes around here.
Right.
So we want to put positive energy out there for the listeners, for change your eating habits. That's just something. That's not an order. That's just a suggestion. Requisition. I can request that we change our eating habits and we keep our head on the swivel out here and take care of ourselves. So signing off, Troy. Let me see the flyer.
Do one flyer so they can see it
Yeah,
clear.
let me see the flyer.
Yeah, I'm throwing it up about
Do one.
time.
Give me one.
Yeah, put the flyer. Yeah, okay, she's gonna put the flyer up there right in front of your camera. Yep.
Right,
We're gonna put the flyer up there because that's the event. That's the nature of why we brought Troy in
Here?
for the podcast. Yep, they can see it.
Okay.
That's the reason we wanna do the back to school block party on the 25th. We want to make it successful, and we're gonna continue to
donate.
Just want to plug in what all that we have in store.
Go ahead.
We're doing free food,
Mhm.
free haircuts, free
Awesome.
beauty supply. Where women are doing hairs and nails. We got games. We have toys. We have back to school book bags with school supplies in them for everybody that can get them. We have enough till it run out. And the thing is, our goal is is to do something to the community and helping the community and make it less on the parents and the community, because we're taking that responsibility.
Okay.
So fresh, so clean, and boys and men.
Okay, beautiful. Like I say, so signing off. We got our instructions. We definitely had a great podcast tonight. I'm glad that I was here. I'm glad that you
Me
all
too.
were here, that
Thank
came in and check out a
you.
good podcast. And to the next time out there, to the podcast universe, let us become sharper.